name is Christoph Ammer-Herrmenau.
And I'm Jakob Hamm.
Both of us, we are resident in the Department of Gastroenterology at the University Medical Center in Göttingen. And together we initiated the protocol trial.
We are very happy to have this story being published in Endoscopy now, which has a European-wide multi-center retrospective cohort study spanning 17 European centers with expertise in pancreatology and gastroenterology. Now, why did we initiate this study? We actually know that between 60 and 75% of all of our patients with acute pancreatitis do indeed take PPIs. Now, there has been some former evidence suggesting that PPIs might in fact be disadvantageous in these patients when they are receiving LAMS, for example, with a higher LAMS occlusion rate or a higher endoscopic necrosectomy rate. However, these preliminary results were in part inconclusive and also stem from smaller cohort studies. So that's why we initiated this trial, to put some light into the darkness within this topic.
Our primary aim was the association of the PPI intake and the occlusion rate and rate of necrosectomies. A secondary endpoint, we have chosen the association of PPI intake and all LAMS related complications like GI bleeding. We have built multiple mixed effects models, including several confounding factors like age, BMI, preemptive pigtail through LAMS, etc. We included only once. Pseudocyst and fistula were excluded.
And in total, we were able to include a number of almost 1,000 LAMS within our study. And interestingly, our results do show that PPIs are indeed significantly associated with a higher LAMS occlusion rate and also a higher rate of endoscopic necrosectomies. And especially the effect on endoscopic necrosectomies was both dose and compound dependent, with the highest frequency of endoscopic necrosectomies in patients who received double or more than double the standard dose of PPIs. Now, for our secondary endpoints, we especially looked at the bleeding rate in these patients. And interestingly, we observed a similar bleeding rate between the PPI and non-PPI group, suggesting that the withdrawal of PPIs is safe and does not lead to a higher frequency of bleeding events in these patients.
So taken together, we found indications that PPIs are not only beneficial in patients with one. However, we have to admit that it's a retrospective and associative trial, and further follow-up trials need to confirm the results. At the end, we'd like to thank all the collaborators for this great team effort, and we'd like to thank you for your attention.